Hello and welcome back to Clean Freak and Germaphobe. If you're new here, I'm so glad you came by today. I'm doing a massive clean with me and you will absolutely love this because you will be seeing some major transformations, especially in my mudroom, which I have been meaning to tackle for quite some time. We will also be doing some deep cleaning as well as tackling some big spills and messes. And today I will be using some of my very favorite cleaning products that seriously make my life so much easier, especially a new cleaning toy, if you will, that I honestly don't know how I lived my life without. So let's dive in. First things first, I got my two older kids on the bus and off to school. Yesterday, I didn't quite finish all my laundry, so before I tackle today's chores, I'm going to quickly fold this last load and put it away so I don't have to think about it anymore. So I'm going to grab my laundry basket and my little sidekick and go into the master closet to get this done. So I am pretty fond of Marie Kondo's folding style, but I have found that using a t-shirt folder makes the job go by so much faster. You can purchase t-shirt folders, but this one I made myself so I can customize it to the folding sizes that I want for my closet. I did a video on how to do this. I'll put a card above so you can check that out if you'd like. My master closet doesn't have drawers, unfortunately, only shelves. So this method is absolutely the best way I have found to keep my clothing organized and folded nicely all week long. But my secret to keeping the clothes from falling over as I dig through them each day is to use bookends. I just bought these off of Amazon. They're cheap, but I literally use them in all of my family's bedrooms, in their drawers and in their shelves to keep their clothing organized too. I absolutely love them. I have my little baby sitting next to me while I fold. She likes to watch. Right now, she has the hiccups. And does anyone else think that newborn baby hiccups sounds a little bit like squeaky toys? I also use baskets for my tanks, my teas, and other small items, and here's how my shelves look now that I'm done folding. Moving on to my husband's jeans, if you like to hang your jeans, you'll find that there are two ways to hang them, either with the backside seam facing out towards you or facing in. I like to make them always facing in. The front side seam is straight and it looks so much more uniform when I hang them all up. As you can see, when they're lined up, it looks so much more tidy. On to my children's playroom. Now they have the responsibility of tidying the playroom every single day, but once a week, I like to go through and do some deeper cleaning and reorganizing. While I'm working on the playroom, I want to remind you that if you're new to Clean Freak and Germaphobe, we do a lot of cleaning and organizing and disinfecting. We do clean with me's and we have so much fun. So if this is your first time to our channel, it would mean the world to me if you hit subscribe and the like button. It helps me to know that you enjoy this type of content and it helps to support our channel. I'm going to start off with the bookshelves. Sometimes my kids like to hide stuff in the bookshelves that don't belong there because I don't always notice when they do that. They also love hiding things under the couch. So I'm going to pull out these little hidden surprises and get them put away as well. I do have a 2-story home and my playroom is on my main level and my kids' bedrooms are upstairs. But I have a little secret that keeps me from having to run up and down the stairs a bajillion times every day, and that is a stair basket. Anytime I find something that needs to go upstairs, I just throw it in the stair basket. The basket keeps clutter from gathering on the stairs. Periodically throughout the day, I can then take the stair basket upstairs and put the items in the basket away at once. Now before I vacuum, I'm going to move some of the bigger toys out from the walls to be sure to get underneath them. This gives me a chance to play with one of my favorite cleaning appliances, the Dyson handheld vacuum cleaner. I use this just to grab the corners and the edges real quick so that I can then move on to vacuuming the main area of the floor. One trick when vacuuming, I like to sprinkle baking soda on my floors periodically before I vacuum. That really helps to absorb any unpleasant odors that the floor can pick up. One trick when vacuuming is to be sure to plug your vacuum at the exit point of the room and start vacuuming at the far end of the room. As you back out of your room, you won't have to cross your beautiful carpet lines to unplug the vacuum. I love the look of freshly vacuumed rooms with those beautiful cut vacuum lines, even if it's only for a second before my kids start to play again. On to my kitchen, the room that I clean every single day. Aside from the regular meal cleanup, kids make lots of fun messes that need to be cleaned as well. You'll see me use Branch Basics a lot today in my kitchen. I really like using non-toxic cleaners whenever possible, and especially in the kitchen. With everyday use, it really makes me feel good knowing I'm not exposing my toddler or my kids to any kind of toxic cleaners or disinfectants. I'm cleaning off their eating surfaces and I don't want them to ingest anything harmful. Branch Basics is only plant and mineral based and doesn't have have any harmful preservatives and it isn't tested on animals. So when my toddler drops his food on the table and then picks it up and puts it in his mouth, I don't have to worry about what chemicals he's ingesting. Finally, on to my kitchen sink. We generally don't put dirty dishes in the sink. We just load dishes straight into the dishwasher each day. But here I do have my Blendtec jar from my smoothie this morning. So I just thought I'd show you real quick my hack on how to quickly clean this up. Just grab a little dish soap, put hot water in it, and then let the Blendtec run for 10 to 20 seconds. After that, just rinse it out and your blender is good to go for your next smoothie. Now there is a place that I do use stronger chemicals, and that is my garbage disposal. This really needs to be deep cleaned every few months, and these Glisten garbage disposal cleaners make it really easy. And honestly, it's kind of cool to watch. After that, I always love to clean and wash out the sink itself. I use Force of Nature disinfectant to disinfect. It's also non-toxic. And then lastly, I put my scrub brush in the dishwasher so it can be cleaned and disinfected with the dishes. And that is all I was able to get done on day one. But day two, we had a lot of pretty typical yet pretty epic messes that happened first thing in the morning. This kind of mess is not unusual at my house, and it used to be kind of a pain to clean up. But today, it gives me the opportunity to share an absolute cleaning gem. It's one of those things that once you have one, you kind of wondered how you ever survived without it. It's like a smartphone or Wi-Fi or like this kind of mop. This is called a TINECO, and I would describe it like a shop vac and a mop all in one, but it doesn't even get close to explaining how amazingly cool this is. Check this out. Now, a mess like this would normally involve a lot of paper towels and slopping up the mess and throwing it away, and then after that, you still have to mop it up, and that's kind of a pain. So usually this kind of mess stresses me out. But thanks to the TINECO, this is so easy to clean up. Just watch. Since the TINECO was already out, I figured I would go ahead and mop the rest of my floors, starting with under my kitchen table, which quickly gets to be a mess with a toddler. Now, without a mop like this, I would usually have to vacuum my tile before mopping, but you totally don't have to do that with this thing. Even larger sized crumbs and food items, it vacuums and then mops it right up. It leaves the floor barely wet, so it dries really quickly. TINECO has two reservoirs, one for clean water and one for dirty water, so you aren't ever actually cleaning your floor with dirty water. And when it's time to empty the dirty canister, it's hard to believe that all that grossness was on my floor, but not anymore. Now, this next room is where you will see an amazing transformation. Our mudroom is the central hub for the coming and going in this house, and it can get really out of control quite quickly. Each kid has a locker for their backpacks and coats and gloves, and they have drawers for their shoes. But for some strange reason, they still insist on everything going right on the floor. Spring is around the corner, so I'm actually just gonna pull out everything out of the kids' lockers, pull out the winter coats, pair up the gloves, and move them into the upstairs closet until they need them next year. Now, last year, I had cut out contact paper for the bottom of the drawers and lockers, but ended up running out of time and couldn't get them installed. You guys know how that goes, I'm sure. So I'm going to clean them up and install them real quick while everything is pulled out.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away.
While cleaning under the bench, I found a Kit Kat, and I'm kind of a sucker for chocolate, but I'm still trying to lose the baby weight. I had a baby a few months ago, so I'm going to pass this one up today.
Better not.
Or maybe not. I love the bench in this room. It's really a beautiful piece of wood, but the kids are still a little rough on it, so I keep this cover on it, but it's time to pull it up and clean and polish the wood underneath it. Of course, I'm going to do the floors with the TINECO. This room is where the dirt and mud wind up, since we don't allow shoes past this room.
I'm just afraid of being alone.
Now we've prepped this room for painting. We were planning on painting the walls blue, but now we're considering painting the walls white and the cabinets a dark gray like this. What do you guys think? We're trying to decide. I'd love to know your opinion. Put that in the comment section down below. So that's enough cleaning for today. I hope this video motivated you to get some cleaning and some organizing done yourself. A little bit every day can make all the difference. And if you are new to Clean Freak and Germaphobe, definitely hit subscribe and the notification bell. We would love to have you come back for more of our videos. If you want to see a full review of the TINECO, I will link it to the end of this video. Click on that and we will see you over there.